f of x equals to a times absolute value of x negative b, negative 6 times absolute value of x negative b, positive 3. For the function f, a and b are constants, and the graph of y equals to f of x in the xy plane passes to the point of 5, 3. If f of 8 is greater than 3, which of the following could be a value for a positive b? Okay, now let me take this function f of x as it is. That is f of x equals to a times absolute value of x negative b, negative 6 times absolute value of x negative b, positive 3. Okay, f of x equals to, here these two terms contain absolute value of x negative b, so we can factor this absolute value of x negative b. Then we have a left in the first term, negative 6 left in the second term, times the one we factored out, that is absolute value of x negative b, positive 3. Okay, now let's consider this point. The graph of the function y equals to f of x passes to this point of 5, 3. That is, when the value of x is 5 over here, the y coordinate is 3. That is, the value of the function is 3. So we can write the stuff f of 5 equals to 3. Okay, now to get the stuff for f of 5, we have to plug in this 5 for x over here, because this is the stuff we have for f of x. To get the value of f of 5, I have to plug in 5 for x over here. Okay, let me do it. Then we have a negative 6, absolute value of 5, negative b, positive 3 equals to 3. Let me subtract 3 from both sides of the equation over here. This positive 3, negative 3 will cancel out. The same here. We have a negative 6 times absolute value of 5, negative b equals to 0. Now let's consider this inequality, that is f of 8 is greater than 3. To get the stuff for f of 8, we have to plug in 8 for x over here. Then we have a negative 6, absolute value of 8, negative b, positive 3 greater than 3. Subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. Here positive 3, negative 3 will cancel out. The same here. We have a negative 6, absolute value of 8, negative b, greater than 0. Now let's consider this equation. Here the product of a negative 6 and absolute value of 5 negative b is equal to 0. Whenever the product of two quantities equals to 0, one of these two quantities must be 0, or both the quantities may be 0. That is, a negative 6 can be 0, or absolute value of 5 negative b can be 0. We find a negative 6 over here. According to this stuff, a negative 6 equals to 0. What is the product of these two quantities? That is 0, because when I plug in this 0 for a negative 6 over here, 0 is multiplied by absolute value of 8 negative b. So this product will become 0. Then we get the result 0 greater than 0. But this is false. So a negative 6 cannot be 0, because whenever the product of two quantities is greater than 0, both of them cannot be 0. If one of them is 0, the product will become 0. So here, according to this inequality, the value of a negative 6 cannot be 0. So according to this equation, the product of these two quantities is equal to 0. So since a negative 6 is not equal to 0, this absolute value of 5 negative b must be 0, so that this product is equal to 0. Okay, when absolute value of 5 negative b equals to 0, what should be the value of b? The value of b should be 5. So that 5 negative 5 will be 0, absolute value of 0 equals to 0. Okay, here I got the value of b, that is 5. Let's plug in this value 5 for b over here in this inequality. Then we have a negative 6, absolute value of 8, negative 5 greater than 0. Okay, a negative 6, we get absolute value of 3. Absolute value of positive 3 is still 3 greater than 0. Let's divide both sides of this inequality by 3. This 3 will cancel out. I am getting a negative 6 greater than 0 over 3 is 0. Now when I add 6 to both sides, I am getting a is greater than 6. Okay, here I got the value of a as an inequality. That is, we can consider any value greater than 6 for a. And our aim is to get the value of a positive b. Okay, let me consider a positive b. Here, what value should I take for a? I can take any value for a which is greater than 6. Okay, now let me write the question mark at the place of a, and for b we have the exact value, that is 5. Okay, what should be the value of this expression? Here at the place of question mark, I can take any value greater than 6, like 7, 8, something like that. So when I take a value greater than 6 at the place of question mark, the value of this expression will be greater than 11. So because if I take exactly 6 over here, this is 11, but I have to take a value greater than 6. When I take any value greater than 6, like 6.01 or something like that, the value of this expression has to be greater than 11. So that is the value of a positive b is greater than 11. When I go over the answer choices, I find 14 in answer choice D. So 14 is greater than 11. So in the given answer choices, this 14 could be the value of A positive B. The correct answer choice for this question is D.